copyright notices. If you wish to read, pause the video. The original videos are linked in the description down below. Enjoy. Alright then, so in this one what we're going to be looking at is a video where an inspector says the Metropolitan has not banned the Thin Blue Line badge, but they should not be wearing the Thin Blue Line badge or any other third party charity badge because it's a part of their policy not to. He also says Sir Mark Rowling had issued an email to say not to wear any third party badges apart from 3 Pacific badges on Pacific days and blah blah blah. So he denies them being banned, but he also says they are sort of banned because they've been told not to wear them. And officers should not be wearing them. So this inspector's a little bit Q-whiffy in what he's saying. But let's just get straight into it.
You are?
Inspector Shelton.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
None of you are wearing the Thin Blue Line badge? Yeah?
No Thin Blue Line
Just
badge.
check it out. Has it been banned?
No.
No?
No, it hasn't been banned. So we're not supposed to wear third party anything, I think, other than British Legion and Poppies, Health Heroes. There's only a few approved.
It has been banned.
Sorry?
It has been banned.
The Thin Blue Line?
Yeah.
I don't think it's been banned.
So Mark Rowley didn't ban the wearing of the badge?
No, he banned all things, like I said, unless it's a Health for Heroes.
So therefore it's been banned.
So he can't answer the simple question of yes, because he did and he didn't, because he wanted to throw in all. He clearly said, he just said no, he has banned the wearing of all third party badges and so on. So what you are saying then is that is chucked in with all of the badges. So yes, it is banned. Why can't police constables, this is an inspector, why can't he just have a straight answer? It's a straight answer, yes.
Well, no, not specifically. It's been banned. We can't wear, like, you know, if you support a football team or.
Well, do you know what the policy says? Do you know what your uniform policy says?
About what?
About the charity badge. You shouldn't be wearing the charity badge. No, I'm just asking him something, and you're filming me, and you haven't told me that you're filming me. So don't go on a tangent without quoting your own policies.
Charity things like that we're told not to wear them, regardless of the charity. Other than, like I said, Health for Heroes. There's a few others. Okay,
so there should be no Metropolitan Police officer wearing a Thin Blue Line badge.
Well, not according to regulations. No.
Oh, so just according to regulations. After the question, yes or no, should a Metropolitan Police officer be wearing a Thin Blue Line badge?
Well, like I said, the regulations say you shouldn't be wearing it, but then people put all kinds of little badges and pins and things on there.
But it says you shouldn't be wearing it.
Yeah.
So if your officers come out wearing the badge, shouldn't they be told not to wear it?
Well, they've been told, haven't they, by Mr. Rowley?
And if they are it's been banned by him. But if they are wearing it, what would you say to them? Would you tell them to take it off?
Yeah, as you can
would
see,
you
I'm
expect them to take it? No, I'm asking you. Would you expect your officers to take it off?
If I told them to, yes.
Yeah.
So it says a few things I found quite interesting. Not according to regulations, but if he is the inspector and the one in charge of his officers, he should be the one making sure that everything is up to standards. So he should be stopping them from wearing them. He also said they have been told by Sir Mark Rowling. Well, he's been told, and you're in charge of them officers, or them constables. It's down to you to make sure they're in check. Now, if I'm wrong, let us know. And then he goes, he would expect them to take it off if they was told by him.
Suppose I asked them to take it off. Would you expect them to take it off because I found it offended?
No, you're just a member of the public.
Oh, so I can't be offended by that badge.
You could be offended by it, but it's not really.
So I remember,
us, is it? Like, I don't know what's going to offend you. Like, you might be offended by this uniform.
No,
this is the uniform
if I saw you in the badge and I said it offended me, could you take it off? Would you expect that officer to take it off?
Well, maybe. Yeah, it depends on the circumstances. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about.
It's a badge that it shouldn't be on the uniform.
Yeah, correct.
So if I asked him to take it off because it shouldn't be on the uniform.
But if the person doesn't, then there's a complaints process. You can go through that as a member of the public and complain, get this officer's shoulder number and complain.
And we all know what that complaint process leads to less, well, it's 1% of them complaints process actually lead to any sort of action taken. Any sort of action taken. That's even words of advice, because words of advice does come up under a disciplinary action. If you've ever done a FOIA request on the hearings or disciplinary actions on the police, you would see that words of advice comes up under there. So only 1% of all complaints made to the police about the police, only 1% of them actually hit some sort of disciplinary services, even if it's words of advice. So your complaints process is absolutely nonsense. You may as well just say, waste your time writing it up and then throw it in the bin.
And it will be dealt with.
Inspector, you're not standing up really very well to that question.
Well, again, that's subject. Well,
the question is, should a Metropolitan Police officer be wearing a thin blue line badge?
Well, I've already answered that.
No.
I said no.
Right. So, if they shouldn't be wearing it, and they are wearing it, and I find it offensive, and I ask them to take it off,
yes,
you're then saying that it's up to them whether they take it off or not.
Well, no, they should not be wearing it in the first place. The fact that you've challenged them, fine. But
you wouldn't expect them to take it off.
No, I'm saying they shouldn't be wearing it, so they shouldn't be wearing it. So you've challenged them, they should therefore then take it off.
Oh,
if
right.
they don't, like I said,
okay,
then you can complain.
No, that's better. They should take it off.
Yeah.
If I find.
Okay then, so this goes back to his officers. When I was doing my basic training, we had a kit inspection where one of the sergeants would come in and do a kit inspection. If he wasn't happy with it, he would make you redo it. So why isn't there some sort of uniform inspection for the police? Before they're allowed to go out onto duty, they should have some sort of uniform inspection. If that was, it would stop these badges from being able to go out on the streets to cause people this hassle. If they did stuff like that, it would keep on top of what they're wearing. It'll keep on top of their policies, because they'll be forced to follow their policies before they even leave the station.
Expect them to take it off.
No, I'm saying they shouldn't be wearing it, so they shouldn't be wearing it. So you've challenged them, they should therefore then take it off.
Oh,
if
right.
they don't, like I said,
okay,
then you can complain.
No, that's better. They should take it off.
Yeah.
If I find it offensive and they're wearing a badge.
You said. I didn't say anything other than that.
All right, then that's fair enough. Yeah, clarified that, got that out of the way. What area are you in charge of?
I work in South East London.
South East London.
Yeah.
Okay. What's that? Lewisham.
Lewisham, Greenwich, Bexley.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of your officers are wearing these badges. You need to be telling them to take them off and not wear them on the street, because people are finding them offensive.
Are they?
Yeah, they are.
Why are they finding them offensive?
Because they're gang badges.
They're gang badges.
Yeah. Well, what did Sir Mark Rowley say? Didn't he say? Oh, you don't know. You're an inspector.
No, I don't listen to everything, Mr.
Ah, so you don't read emails, memos?
Not all of them.
No. What about when he?
Emails I get?
What about when he banned it for Pride? You didn't. What about when he banned it for the Pride March? You didn't read what he was saying?
I wasn't working on the Pride March.
No. But he sent out a message for the Pride March. Oh, so you don't know that? No, you're an inspector.
Yeah, but I wasn't working on the Pride March.
Yeah, it's been documented for 2 years.
Right. But I don't own a thin blue line badge, and I don't wear one, so
no,
it's not an issue for me.
But your colleagues do.
Yeah, but none of the ones that I'm directly responsible for.
So I find that quite interesting. He doesn't really read all his memos. He's already said that, or all his emails. He's already said that as well. He's an inspector, which says all of the officers he is directly responsible for do not wear this badge. Now, without some sort of uniform inspection before they leave, he has got no way to know if that is true or not, because I'm pretty sure he's already said he's in charge of quite a biggish area. Now, I'm pretty sure if you went to those areas, you'll probably see a police constable with one of those badges on. And is this his inspector? Probably. Or it could be wrong. He might do a uniform inspection, and he does make sure none of the officers he is directly responsible for is wearing them. But the chances of that is probably pretty small. And if it's not, and he does do some sort of uniform inspection, well then, good for him. This inspector is one of those where you've got to ask the very specific question in a very specific way to get the answers you are looking for, because he will beat around the bush. We've seen that with these. He can't answer basic questions. He likes to beat around the bush, or he will throw the answer the answer that you're looking for in with a variety of other things, like you're seeing with, well, it's all badges, not just that one, but yes, we're talking about that specific badge, so the answer is yes. It's that simple. This, to me, if it does make sure the officers he is directly responsible for do not wear this, and he does follow up on complaints properly, I can't really fault this inspector, but the chances of that is actually pretty slim. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this interaction. As always, like the video, it does open YouTube's algorithm, and I'll catch you on the next one.